Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Basa and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest as usual. We start with this report talking about Ilkay Gundogan, who recently had another interview where he talks about Messi, Lewandowski, Ronaldinho, Barcelona DNA, Mbappe, and Ballon d'Or. We are going to be discussing on what he said as we progress. Secondly, in this video, we are going to be talking on this other report claiming that Barca players and the coaching staff are really surprised by this 20-year-old academy graduate in pre-season. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. Barca's impending clash against Arsenal will be the team's first game of the pre-season after the fixture against Juventus had to be cancelled in the nth minute due to a stomach bug breaking out in the squad. Leading up to the game, the debut of Ilkay Gundogan is what fans look forward to the most. The treble-winning former Manchester City captain will play his first minutes in Blaugrana colours on Wednesday night and is unsurprisingly eager to do so. Ahead of his debut, he spoke to Mundo Deportivo about a plethora of topics in a long interaction. The new signing kicked off his interview with a brief explanation of the recently cancelled match between Barca and Juventus, the viral gastroenteritis that plagued the squad, and the upcoming game against Arsenal, he said. Luckily, I didn't get the virus, but a lot of my teammates did. However, everyone is fine now and will play against Arsenal without any problems. The virus was a surprise. We went to have breakfast in the morning. We had already heard that some players were not feeling well and they no longer went down for breakfast. It was unfortunate. We are ready to face Arsenal. It is very important for us to start preparing for this season. The German has not been under Xavi Hernandez's command for long, but revealed that his adaptation to the team's dynamics had been fairly straightforward. He said, "My adaptation has been very easy. To be honest, the group is very healthy, a mix of young and experienced players. I already know a lot of them. Of course, the German star has enjoyed the company of Lewandowski before his career as they shared the dressing room during their time at Dortmund. Gundogan recollected the same and spoke of the Polish star as he said, Lewandowski is a very experienced player, probably the most experienced in the squad. I know him well from our time at Dortmund. When I joined, I had a lot of contact with him. I can see him helping other players with his attitude and ideas." The midfielder was then asked if he was made to do anything special during the first interaction with the squad, in which he jovially replied, "No, I just had to give a speech in the locker room, a few words for the group. Luckily, I didn't have to sing anything because I'm a horrible singer. Playing for Barca is a long life dream for players across the globe. Having finally secured his dream move, Gundogan was asked to comment on what surprised him the most about the institution, as he said, probably a combination between the size of the club as well as the interest and influence it has ground around the world, not just football but in general. I think that I perfectly align with the club's values and DNA. Heading into the new season, Xavi Hernandez has abundant resources in the middle of the pack. The new signing spoke about his role in the team and what the manager expected of him. He also revealed the role of Xavi in his signing for Barcelona. He said, "Xavi expects the same things that I demand for myself. He tells me to play football at the highest level, that I can while helping the young stars in my position. I'm going to help them with my experience and personality." Honestly, he didn't have to say a lot. The way he spoke to me, the passion that he shows, and the strength of his squad were enough. After the first call with him, I was clear, very clear, that I wanted to join Barca. The treble winner then elaborated on what he brings to the field from a tactical standpoint, revealing that his versatility could come in handy for the side. He said, "I think I'm a very versatile player. I can play different positions, different roles. I have already done that in the past. I can bring goals, assist, everything." The role of Pep in the shaping of Gundogan cannot be understated. His time under the Spanish tactician helped him refine several elements of his game, and the player explained the same. He said, "Of course, I learned a lot from Pep Guardiola. I was 25 or 26 when I joined. You think you know a lot about football, but then things can surprise you. After 7 years with him, I can tell you that I had absolutely no idea about football. Pep did the same thing in every team he has managed. He came in, brought his style of play, and changed the football for the better. One of the reasons that Xavi wanted to sign me was because of my ability to play the final pass in crucial moments where you have to be able to get in between the defensive lines to create chances for myself and my teammates." Then moving on to the next story of discussion. The preseason brings with it an opportunity for young stars in the team to make an impression and earn a spot in the manager's long-term plans. Barca saw Alejandro Balde experience a breakthrough campaign last year after a solid season that caught Xavi's eye. And heading into the 2023-24, another Barcelona starlet, Fermin Lopez, appears to be turning heads in the early part of the preseason. Indeed, according to journalist Tony Juan Marti, Lopez is bringing about a lot of good sensations with his performances in preseason training thus far. In fact, members of the team and the coaching staff have been left surprised by the level he has displayed thus far. Lopez is a product of Barca's youth academy, having been part of the setup since 2016. The versatile attacking midfielder spent the last season away on loan at Linares Deportivo, where he made a big impression. Indeed, in 37 appearances for the RFEF First Division, the 20-year-old produced a return of 12 goals and 4 assists. The youngster showcased versatility during his season on loan, playing as a number 10 and on the left flank, while he also featured as a central midfielder a few times. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.